Spencer Rattler, we talked to him today at the golf tournament. Wasn't surprised that they drafted a quarterback, seemed to have some inclination that there was going to be a change at quarterback, so he kind of prepared throughout the offseason as if this was something that could potentially happen. I think he had a little insight into what was going on with Derek probably before most of us. What do you think he has to do to beat out Shuck? Like, what are the odds that this can even actually happen?
I think it should be fairly competitive. I mean, I think Shuck wins a tie, but I think if Rattler is a little better, definitely if he's significantly better this summer, I think they could start off with Rattler. I mean, Rattler's not really a veteran, so to speak, but he has 6 NFL starts and a whole year under his belt. Tyler Shuck has the 40th pick in the draft. Those guys don't start all the time. I mean, I'm thinking of Will Levis drafted around the same time. He didn't get to start right away his rookie year. Now he was waiting behind like Ryan Tannehill. Even Drake May waited behind Jacoby Brissett. It's not weird for someone drafted 40th to not be ready right away, and I don't think that would be an indictment on Tyler Shuck. The only thing with Rattler is he's not a veteran. He's a young guy, too. He's actually a year younger than Shuck. But, I mean, if Rattler looks like, I've got the year under my belt, I'm a little ahead of you, you need a little more seasoning, and I'm going to build off of the 7 games I played in last year and hit the ground running, I think the Saints should consider actually letting Rattler start. And I don't think that like stunts Shuck's growth or is an indictment on Shuck or ruins the investment they made in Shuck just because Rattler might be ready sooner. So I think it should be a real competition. Now, I'll predict Shuck's going to win it. But I think I'm not going to bet like significant, but I think the odds should be pretty close.
I lean a different direction.
Yeah,
on this. I think
that's fair.
I think I lean pretty far the other direction because it's not like he's coming in behind a vet.
No, I get it.
If you're coming in behind a vet and that guy's more ready than you and he's had 20, 30, 40, 50 NFL starts and you can't beat him out, so be it. If it's Brian Hoyer and you can't beat him out right away, so be it. But it is a guy with 6 starts. Not a lot of experience, not a lot of pedigree. He's basically a rookie in and of himself. I don't think there's anything on there that blows you away with it. But
I wasn't making any, just to be clear, I'm not predicting Rattler would win, but I'm just saying he should get a real opportunity.
I think it would be an indictment, though.
Yeah,
I would be very alarmed. I would be very alarmed if you can't come in and win this job because they drafted him knowing Derek Carr ain't going to be there.
Yeah.
You put this pick on the board so that he does come in. You have your starter. You're replacing a guy that was just drafted a year ago and looked somewhat promising.
Yeah. And
now you're saying, no, this guy has way more promise. And you're putting a stop to that promise. You're not accepting whatever it is. You're trying to end it. So, look, this is kind of like if you have a fine coffee machine, but you spend 6 months every single day scouting every single espresso machine there is, reading all the reviews, watching all the YouTube videos.
That's kind of how I do it.
You go out,
my wife nuts.
You go out and you buy it, and it's thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And you've made every best effort to get it right. It's possible you might say using this thing sucks, and you just go back to old trusty and you do it with that one. But you're going to make every effort to make sure this machine that you invested in and cannot return does work, and that you are getting daily use out of it, and it is enhancing your life in the way that you want it to, and you aren't easily going to give up on it. So I would say the odds are like far over here.
That's the conversation, and that we don't know this coaching staff well enough. We don't know what kind of decisions they make. We don't know. No, it's let the best man win. It's funny. We're going to talk about Pierre Thomas later. Very famously, the Saints once traded up to draft a running back in the 4th round, Antonio Pittman, and Pierre Thomas, the undrafted running back, beat him out that summer, and they went with the undrafted guy. But another one that just popped into my mind as an example was Paulson Adebo. They draft Alontae Taylor in the 2nd round, but Paulson Adebo was better, and he got the job. The question is so competition is competition, but how significant is the investment? Is the investment in Tyler Shuck such that even if he's showing more inconsistency in the summer, they're like, no, this is our guy, and we're going to ride with him through the highs and lows. So that's the question, is how much of the investment plays a role in this? And I think we both agree, if it was Jacoby Brissett, they'd be like, hey, Tyler, let's wait. Maybe he'll come in week 6. But since it's Spencer Rattler, are you undermining confidence? Are you saying something? Like, if he doesn't beat him out, it's kind of a weird dynamic. It's a dynamic you do not see very often. I could not think of very many good comps, really.
Yeah, I think it plays out like this. If you aren't ready, you don't go to him. But I think it says more if you aren't ready. And I think the idea here is do you believe they made the right decision or not? Like, do I believe that Spencer Rattler could be better than Tyler Shuck? Absolutely. I think there's a reality where that wouldn't even blow my mind really. Like, I don't believe in anybody that much yet until we see it in an NFL game. Nobody's shown anything really yet. We've seen a little bit of Rattler, and I kind of believe in somewhat of his upside.
Yeah.
I don't know what Tyler Shuck is yet. I think he's going to probably be really good. I think he has a chance to be really good. I think he has all the physical tools, the traits, the size, the arm. It's just, what happens in the pocket. But I just don't believe that Kellen Moore got this super wrong. And I think he made a decision.
I think that's why it's such an interesting conversation. I think Spencer Rattler could very easily be ahead of Tyler Shuck in September of 2025 without meaning that they drafted the wrong guy. Like I said, Drake May wasn't starting week 1. He was the 3rd pick of the draft, and everyone's excited about him. You're not wrong about a quarterback if he's not ready to start in week 1. It's just it's who he's being compared to that changes the conversation. But the other thing about Rattler, I'll say nothing but good things about Rattler. Like, I wanted them to cut Derek Carr in January because I kind of want to see what year 2 Rattler looks like. I liked year 1, the highs and lows, but the high points. And I feel like, man, he should hit the ground running now and be so much better in year 2. I'd like to get another look at him at some point. So it's very weird. I actually wouldn't be surprised at all if Rattler has a better preseason than Shuck. And I would not in any way think that means they got the pick wrong. But it is very weird because they're both 25-year-old guys. If you pick Rattler over Shuck, are you doing more than just saying Shuck needs a few more months or another year? Are you saying we got the pick wrong? That it's a really interesting
we're going to find out. We're going to find out on Thursday. We've never seen him practice with the real team. We've seen him in the rookie thing. He looked okay there. I'm kind of expecting to see it with him quicker than we've seen it with anyone else that's coming in.
That would make sense.
I don't know why. I just have a feeling that we're going to see it, and it's just going to be like, all right, like, and it's going to be fine, like, from the beginning. I just don't think there's going to be a huge separation between them, but it is fascinating. Yeah. It's a fascinating situation, and I agree with you. I don't think if he's not ready to go week 1, it means you got it wrong, but it just – I think not being able to win this job in this circumstance for any of them is kind of like, man, like, this isn't the hardest situation to win. And this is like, if you are a young quarterback coming into a situation, this is probably the fairest situation you would ever enter. Shuck has the upper hand going into it. If you can't close that deal on this situation, I'm at least looking at it like a little bit like it's easier to preach patience when it's Brissett, it's Brian Hoyer, it's Jimmy Garoppolo, it's Andy Dalton, whatever. Like, okay, Bryce Young's not ready. Andy Dalton's there. He's played a lot of football. I get it. Like, if you can't come in and beat out, but again, though, if you aren't ready, I don't think you send him out there. You let somebody else go out there and take them bullets and bring him in when he's ready, because this is the guy that you are investing the most in, and you need him to work.
Yeah, look, and there could be a case for don't throw Tyler Shuck out there, which is the same case usually when you're throwing a Brian Hoyer out there. Let's flip this around, though. What does it say for you? Talked to Spencer Rattler today. Of course, he's confident. He should have confidence. He's battled so much adversity. He's risen above it time and time again. If he can't beat out Tyler Shuck in this situation, like, is that it for him?
No, I don't think that's it for him. I just think that I don't think he's supposed to win.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it means. You can go somewhere else. Just let it start your villain arc and use it as motivation and go somewhere else and prove the whole world wrong and burn the world down and do what you got to do. Yeah, go to South Carolina and just do it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they've made their decision basically. It's his job to try to change their mind, and if he can't, okay, so be it. Go somewhere else and prove everybody wrong. I mean, that's the Spencer Rattler story at this point.
Yeah, no, I agree to you, Tyler. Tie goes to Tyler Shuck.
I don't even think a tie goes with him. I think even a slight loss. Yeah.
And or the decision is all about Tyler Shuck. Like, if for any reason, the difference with Drake May, part of the reason Drake May didn't start right away last year is because their offensive line was in shambles, and they thought it could be a detriment to his growth to throw him out there. I don't feel like that's part of this conversation at all. I'm not scared to put Tyler Shuck behind Kelvin Banks and Tali Flaga and Eric McCoy and Cesar Ruiz. So, sometimes you decide, let's not throw him out there right away because it's better for his development. I think if he looks ready, they'll put him out there.
Yeah, I think this season's really just about finding out what you got, too. It really is. And I don't think – I think they're willing to take the growing pains with Shuck as long as it's close. And
it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird if Spencer Rattler goes out there and throws a couple touchdowns in his first 2 preseason games and Shuck looks more uneven like Rattler did in his first preseason or whatever. It's gonna be a weird conversation. Rattler should look a little more comfortable right away.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, he's been through an offseason. He's been through a camp. He's been through 6-7 appearances.
Yeah.
He's been through a fired coach. He's been through an interim coach. Like, he's been through a lot. He's been through this exact situation before. He should know how to handle it. He should know how to deal with it. And yeah, I think that year of experience in most situations should be a significant advantage, especially a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, he knows what it takes. Yeah. Difference is I don't know. Shuck's an older guy. Like, I don't know how that does that cut down on the learning curve. Does that help with the, I'm living outside of college. I'm an adult. Like, because he is an adult. Like, kind of a lot of these guys coming in are like 21. And think about when you were 21. Like, you were an idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these guys are out on their own.
An idiot, but some 21-year-olds are.
I was the dumbest person in the world when I was 21. No doubt about it.